So therefore, as Milani pointed out, the increase then leads to a shortage of food. There, Alexis also pointed out that it leads into a shortage of resources. So how do we get to that? What problem causes that? Is an increase in China's population. So what does China propose after they propose the slow population growth plan? What's their next plan that they are proposing for dealing with the large population in China? What's our next plan that China is looking to implement? Heard from Matthew already. Kevin, what's the next plan that China is looking to propose to deal with the large population? So actually, let's turn to the next page. Sorry, I should have given you that warning. So what is the proposed plan that China is now looking to do after we get past the slow population growth plan? What's our next proposed plan that China is looking to propose to deal with its population growth? Awesome job to your peers who are giving you some power to be able to answer that and some support. So they believe in you and I believe in you. So what is the challenge or problem that, or no, sorry, before we get there. What is the proposed problem or proposed plan to the problem? What is the proposed plan that China's now asking people to consider? What is that?
Provide more clean energy.
To provide more clean energy, awesome. So what is the problem that led us to that? What problem or challenge led us to needing to provide more clean energy in China? Dante, what is our problem or challenge that has led to us needing to provide more clean energy in China? What can you use to help you support finding the answer to this? So what would be the challenge or the problem to why we need to provide more clean energy in China?
Because
Make sure the rest of the class can hear you. So we know that China has a problem with the production or overproduction of sources that produce pollution in the air. But what has caused the need for or to burn more oil? What has caused that need? What's caused that need? Let's see, who have I not heard from? Great start. Ryan, what has caused the need for this need for needing to have more clean energy? What has caused the need for that? And what does that mean? If the population is bigger, that means we're going to see what happened as a result. More energy use. Awesome. So we see that the issue then leads into an increase in the demand for energy. And that goes back to the point that Dante pointed out in terms of saying, well, because of this need for more energy, we see an increase also in pollution, which is affecting the population health-wise. So one way we can fix that in dealing with a large population is to provide more clean energy. All right, I'm going to give you the last one to work in your group. So flip over to the last section. I'm going to give you and your groups 2 or a minute and a half to identify what would be the potential problem. We will share out and then I'll lead you through how to fill out one of these so that you're prepared. So I'm going to give you a minute and a half to identify the last problem for the last plan.
I think that's the problem, like the population problem.
So now you're looking at the third plan.
I think it's
What is the
because people
problem that led to the need for promoting economic growth? So
because if the prices keeps on growing at a fast rate, the government will eventually run out of money and won't be able to support people with jobs. And it would like give the Chinese people.
There's a lack of jobs and so they need a police to be able to have jobs.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Alright, so let's flip over. Dante, stop the timer, please. Alright, let's quickly bring this down. Alright, who believes they have what the problem to number 3 would be? What would the problem be to number 3? I cannot.
Increase in growth in jobs.
So an increase in wealth and jobs, which as a result we're going to have to provide and build more to be able to deal with that demand. So now this is what we're going to do. Now remember, I'm going to give you a side that you're then going to need to collect evidence for to then be able to back up and defend tomorrow. So let's say, for instance, I gave you the cons of this plan, okay? So the cons, we're looking at what in terms of being able to consider why this plan may not be effective? What are we looking for in the text to help us find our cons? What might we use in the text? And I'm giving you a hint. What section of your text for this plan would you use to find your cons? Giselle? No, that's not what you're going to use to help you find that. You're going to use that section of the text, but what specific section within that section are you using to help you get there? Michaela?
On page 439, it's like this. It's the second.
So if we're looking at the pros and we're looking at the benefits to help us formulate the pros, what are we looking at to help us formulate the cons? What are we using to help us find the cons? The cost. Awesome. So we're gonna, everyone turn to page 439 and put your finger on the cost. So there are, every group right now, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes with your group to find one con or cost that makes that plan, meaning this plan here, to promote economic growth, to make that plan ineffective. So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to find one, and then we'll share out, and then I'll come and give you your next, I'll give you your side. So 2 minutes to find one piece of evidence.
May lead to unrest if it continues to widen. So
Another problem is that their population is going like high. It says another problem has been the creation of a floating population of rootless migrants.